Hey guys, Mike Chen here in Los Angeles. I've been hearing a lot about this all-you-can-eat Japanese Wagyu steakhouse in the middle of downtown. So tonight, let's go check it out. So this place offers two menus. One is a $99 menu and one is a $139 menu. So the only difference is they both include the buffet. They both include from the chef section, which has a lot of good stuff like Wagyu, shishito peppers, A5 Wagyu udon, Wagyu sukiyaki, oxtail pot stickers, Wagyu fried rice. Those all sound amazing. So the only difference is with the $139 menu, you get the thick cut of beef tongue and you get a dry aged Wagyu ribeye. And then the chef special seafood is different. The four selections you get on the $99 menu, instead of a A5 zabuton, which is a A5 rice bowl or a shio rice bowl, you get the ultimate sashimi platter or sushi platter or grilled king crab legs or grilled big head prawn or grilled oysters. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the $139 menu and I'll let you guys know if those extra items are worth the cost. All right, let's go check out the buffet. The buffet section is not all that big. There's some kimchi, vegetables. Oh, the sashimi looks good. Bluefin tuna, otoro. In this glass case is different cuts of Wagyu steak. So there is A5 sirloin, A5 chef's choice, American Wagyu ribeye. Section after that, there's some tempura, some curry, Wagyu curry, that looks good. And then I'm really excited for this. This is the Wagyu mapo tofu. Section after that, there's shrimp cocktail, scallops. Then after that, there's snow crabs, king crabs, jumbo prawns, and lobster. So this is the two cuts that you get with a more expensive menu. Thick cut of Wagyu tongue. I really like beef tongue. And this is the cut of the dry-aged ribeye. This tongue is beautifully cooked. It looks wonderfully juicy. Spray of citrus. Oh no. It is really juicy, but this is a tough piece of tongue. But then the second piece, a lot more tender. I think the Wagyu tongue is good, a bit inconsistent. Let's try the ribeye. Okay, this looks really tender. Oh yeah, that one's a home run. You can definitely see the marbling in this cut of beef. Cooked perfectly, beautiful pink in the middle. Easily melts in your mouth. So this is the sashimi platter that I got. And this is already 2 servings of the sashimi platter. As you can see, it comes with, looks like some monkfish liver, some beautifully fatty salmon, sweet shrimp, lean tuna, uni, and caviar. I did see a bunch of video clips about this place before I came here because this thing was exploding all over social media. The sashimi platter they got in the video was much, much bigger than this. So don't expect that when you come here. This is where you're getting. I mean, it's still beautiful. The ingredients look awesome, but don't expect to get all of that. Also, the king crab legs, they're probably the size of what Vegas king crab legs used to look like before they got rid of them. Again, in the videos, the king crab legs look ginormous, so don't be expecting that either when you come here. Like the sashimi platter looks beautiful, especially the salmon. Look at this. Add a little wasabi to that. That's great. That is so fatty and delicious. That thing melted in my mouth faster than the Wagyu ribeye. Monkfish liver, something you don't see a lot. That's really nice. It's like eating a piece of umami-filled butter. Tuna looks incredibly fresh. I bit myself. I think the salmon's my favorite, but that tuna, when you bite through that, absolutely no resistance. Dissolved on your tongue. Even being lean tuna, that thing is ridiculous. This is a really solid sashimi platter. It's fresh, it's delicious. I think overall, this tastes way better than the 2 extra cuts of beef you get. So these are the Wagyu pot stickers with a little spicy mustard in the middle. These dumplings are awesome. Inside, tender slices of fatty Wagyu. It's so juicy and rich. The outside skin, a little thick but nicely seared, chased with a little piece of orange. Oh, and by the way, the chef's selection on the bottom you get for the more expensive menu, you get one of each of the selection. I thought you only get one. No, you get one of each. So after the sashimi platter, got a sushi platter. It looks like a kami yellowtail fatty salmon otoro and this seared A5 Wagyu nigiri. Okay, let's start with this. I think the fish here is excellent. I mean, this might be a steakhouse, but wow. The sashimi is good. The nigiri is excellent. Yellowtail. Wow. They definitely knock it out of the park with the sushi here. That salmon wasn't as fatty as the piece I got in the sashimi platter, but still absolutely melting in your mouth. Seared Wagyu nigiri. Smoky, definitely melt in your mouth. Wagyu. I think eating that right after the otoro, one Wagyu from the sea, one Wagyu from the land, that's a phenomenal combo. Next up, gonna toss on some Wagyu ribeye. This one is not aged, and these two are both A5 Wagyu cuts. Yeah, my ribeye totally stuck to the grill. The thicker cuts came out pretty well. Try the Wagyu ribeye. Try it with some of the truffle salt. Not bad. This thing is very tender, fatty, and rich. I'm gonna add some wasabi to this. That definitely balanced out the richness a lot. I think this cut of A5 Wagyu looks absolutely beautiful. I really like the thick cut of beef. I think that might have been the sirloin. It's definitely not as rich and fatty as typical A5, especially that very thick cut of A5. The sear from the grill is phenomenal. That thing was juicy. It had a beautiful beefy flavor. I really liked it. This is the thinner cut. Yeah, that piece was a lot fattier, a lot richer. I think that very thick cut, that one's definitely the best for me. Okay, this is interesting. So this is called potato pave. It looks like 1,000-layer potatoes. Not bad. That's pretty good. It's like a better, richer version of a 1,000-layer potato. Really crispy on the outside, nice tender potatoes. So they had the Wagyu mapo tofu. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my Wagyu fried rice. It's good. This is a pretty gnarly dish. I like this. You definitely taste the difference in this meat. I think really rich Wagyu beef combined with the peppercorn and the mapo tofu, genius. The tofu is soft, a little bit of heat. It's definitely nummy, and it goes really, really good with the Wagyu fried rice. If you come here, definitely try this combo out. It's a really good tasting mapo tofu. Another dish I got, A5 Wagyu katsu sando. As much as I like the cuts of Wagyu, I really like these little dishes they come up with. Buttery toast, Wagyu sando was delicious. The flavors were excellent. I like that. Now, there is a 2-hour time limit to this buffet, and last call is 90 minutes in, so I am running out of time right now. And there's a couple more things I want to get. This is off the chef's menu. This is the grilled big head prawn. So it looks like they grilled it with some cheese. Yeah, man, this thing does have a big head, doesn't it? And that looks edible right there. So you can pretty much, oh yeah, you can just take this head off. Look at that. That's all the best flavors of this jumbo prawn sealed in the head. And the body is grilled with cheese, it looks like. This is delicious. And the head's even better. Oh, that's so nice and smoky. I totally forgot. I had a couple pieces of sashimi from earlier I just left sitting here. Yellowtail. You know what? This is excellent. The other place, it looks like a piece of toro on top of a piece of akami. Let's try this first. That tuna is so good. That's some of the best lean tuna you'll find anywhere. Oh, the tutorial's excellent too. The sashimi section is completely off the hook. Again, I know this is an all-you-can-eat Wagyu buffet, but the seafood is so incredible. I haven't had any of the crab or lobster yet. I gotta get that before my time runs out. Ooh, totally forgot about this. Shishito pepper. Shishito pepper's good. Really good. It's really smoky. I like the sauces in. Another thing from the menu, I'm telling you, they got so many awesome cooked dishes that you can order as part of this buffet. Miso sea bass. Wow, this is excellent. This tastes like the sea bass you get from Nobu. Oh, that's so good. A little sweet, so much umami from the miso. The bass is tender, cooked perfectly. This is awesome. This is another dish from the chef's special seafood. This is the grilled oysters. I think it's the same seasoning they use on the king crab. That's delicious. Tons of garlic, some chilies. That's really good. All right, got another platter of Wagyu, some ribeye, top sirloin, strip loin, and tenderloin. This is a top sirloin. The top sirloin, a little leaner than the other cuts, still really, really tender. This is a giant piece of ribeye. This thing is the fattiest piece, and this thing will definitely melt in your mouth. I'm telling you guys, when you're eating Wagyu, add some wasabi. Otherwise, this thing just gets way too rich. The ribeye is definitely the most melt in your mouth piece of meat here. Tenderloin. That thing is just like pure beef butter. Wow. I think that's the second meltiest piece here. Ooh, strip loin too. So incredibly fatty and rich. I think my favorite is the top sirloin. It's fatty, it'll melt in your mouth, but it'll still deliver a very nice beefy flavor. Yeah, these are all very much melt in your mouth cuts of steak, especially the ribeye. That thing is rich enough to live in downtown LA. Had to go get some kimchi after that plate of Wagyu. Oh yeah. That helps a lot. Take a little break with the seafood. So there's lobster, king crab, snow crab, big hip prawn, and piping hot garlic, lemon butter to dunk it in. King crab is definitely not something you see much on buffets anymore. Yeah, this is good. I think I like king crab more than lobster. This thing is good grilled, it's good cold, really no bad way to eat a king crab. All right, this big hip prawn. This thing was pretty good grilled. Just eating it cold, the meat is really tough. Yeah, I wouldn't load up on this until tasting it first, making sure you like it. This place does get a little confusing with how you order stuff and when you order stuff. So basically when you book your reservation, it's gonna ask you if you want the $99 menu or the $139. If you book the $139 menu, when they call to confirm, they're gonna ask you if you want this tomahawk. So if you say yes, the day you show up, they bring a tomahawk to you. So they need a 24-hour notice for this tomahawk. I feel like a lot of value for the $139 menu will come from this. This looks breathtaking. Obviously, it's not a full tomahawk. I don't think I can get a full tomahawk right now. So this is a 45-day dry-aged tomahawk. And this thing is beautifully marbled. That's awesome. For me, this is the best cut of meat tonight. The meat is marbled. It's not gonna be as rich as the Japanese A5s. So you get a lot of that beautiful beefy flavor of the steak. And this thing is smoky, it's perfectly cooked. It's got a beautiful char on the outside. There's flaky salt all around it. I would again recommend eating this with some wasabi, maybe some kimchi to cut down the richness, but this is a phenomenal piece of steak. Server just came by and informed me that I am at the 90-minute mark, so that was last call. I'm definitely full, I'm satisfied. Overall, I think this is a really nice buffet. You definitely don't see a lot of all-you-can-eat A5 Wagyu buffets in this country. I think there's some in Vegas. I've been to one in New York. This is definitely a really nice place. The meat cuts are good. I think the dessert bar is a little underwhelming. There's only about 4 little cakes on the dessert bar, so definitely go somewhere else for dessert. But for all-you-can-eat A5 Wagyu for about $99, not a bad deal. I especially love all the hot dishes that are coming out of the kitchen, like the dumplings, fried rice. I love the mapo tofu. Also the seafood. The miso bass is awesome. The katsu sandwich, the sashimi on the buffet is incredible. Now let's talk about the different prices. So $99, you pretty much get everything except for 2 different cuts of steak on the meat side. On the seafood side, you get one of each of the grilled crab, the sashimi, the sushi, the grilled oysters. I forgot, also on the meat side, you get this tomahawk steak. Oh, by the way, I just looked over on my neighbor's table and they got the sukiyaki. That looks pretty incredible too. Anyway, a couple things to consider between the 2 menus. I think the sashimi option and the sushi option from the chef special on the $139 menu, it's really good, especially the caviar, the uni, the luxury items like that. But I also think the toro, the akami, the sashimi on the buffet, it's pretty much the same cut of fish. So I guess if you really like oyster and you want your king crab grilled and you want to get the tomahawk, go for the $139 option. But I think you're gonna get a lot of stuff by just going for the $99 option, and you're gonna be completely satisfied. Either way, it's a good buffet. I mean, anytime you get an A5 Wagyu all you can eat for under $100, it's not a bad deal. This breakfast is amazing. Where I'm at right now is called Tigawok. I think this is the only location, but I'm telling you, this place got potential. And I haven't even tasted the food yet. So basically you walk through the line. It's kind of like the Panda Express with a bunch of really traditional Chinese dishes. And everything is cooked by a robot. It's like a dryer. So there's really no chefs back there. And this way everything is cooked exactly the same. And it looks incredible. And the coolest thing is, so you order a rice or a noodle. In my case, I got a Wagyu beef rice, and then you go down the line, you order the dishes you want. I got a compound chicken, I got a mapo tofu, got the stir-fried potatoes, my favorite classic dish, tomatoes and eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dishes, $25. I can't believe how affordable this is and how good this looks. At least from appearance, everything looks extremely authentic, and there's a ton of food in every single bowl. Try the Wagyu rice. The Wagyu beef rice tastes like a luro bun. You see all the fat being melted into the rice? This is incredibly flavorful. Classic tomatoes and eggs. Not bad. Sweet, tangy, eggy. That's a pretty good version of this dish. Another classic dish I love, stir-fried potatoes. This one's awesome. This thing is extremely vinegary, crispy potatoes. The texture is cooked perfectly. It's gotta have that nice crunch, which it does. Tiny bit of heat from the chilies and the vinegar level, perfect. Compound chicken, peanuts inside. Not bad. Chicken tender is saucy. This one is not traditional, authentic kung pao chicken, but it tastes good. Okay, I'm really excited for this. Mapo's tofu, and they put extra ground beef on top. Add that to my Wagyu rice. I thought mapo tofu is awesome. Really good mapo tofu. Wow, this place is impressive. I would never imagine that this is made by like a spinning robot. The food tastes good. You get a lot of it. Again, $25, 5 bowls of food. Delicious and an awesome deal. All right, wanted to hurry up and eat and leave because there's not a lot of seating in there, and there's a lot of people in there with food with nowhere to sit, so didn't want to take up a space for too long. That was quite an enjoyable experience. I think food quality-wise, it's definitely more traditional Chinese food than you would find at Panda Express. I think the flavor of the food, 1 or 2 notches below Panda Express, especially the kung pao chicken. I like the Panda Express one way more. Also, the tomatoes and eggs, after eating more of it, it does come off a bit more sweet than I would like. I think my favorite thing there, mapo tofu Wagyu bowl, which I think has both Wagyu beef and pork. So it's kind of like a Wagyu bowl luro fun combo. And I love the shredded potatoes. I stand by what I said though. I think this place is gonna explode. It's such an interesting concept for such an affordable meal. All right, the last place, I'm going to this place. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Look at this. I'm at Tehran Market, and every single weekend they do a barbecue in their parking lot. And you can smell this from down the street. So what you do is you go inside the market itself, and there's going to be a menu right there for what's available. So you can either get ground beef kebab, shish kebab, lamb, chicken, or fish. This looks good. Lychee. Oh, mango peach too. You order your food inside, and I asked, and they told me that the ground beef is the most popular, so I got that. Wow, this is cool. While you're waiting, they give you a free pickle. Mmm. Thank you. Crispy salt pickle. Nice. So the food took about 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's hefty. That's a good portion of food right there. I got the ground beef because they said that was the most popular. Wow. Okay, this is a lot of food. Ground beef, looks like 2 entire skewers in here with some naan on top and on the bottom. Roasted peppers, tomatoes, onions. Looks like potatoes in there, some squash, broccoli. Okay, this is a meal right here. Everything looks so good. Look at this kebab, tender and juicy, full of spices. Look at that juice that's all trapped inside this kebab. Giant grilled onion, tomato, roasted pepper, all sitting on a couple giant sheets of naan and extra naan here as well. This is a really, really, really big portion of food. And they're so nice. Like, they asked me when I went up to get silverware whether I had a grilled jalapeno or not. I said no, so now I got a grilled jalapeno. Take the bread, get some ground beef in that, add some veg, roll it up. I wish you guys could smell what I'm smelling right now. Oh my gosh, you gotta come and try this. Absolute smoky perfection. So much different textures and flavors. And by the way, that wasn't potatoes. These are all pickles. Pickled broccoli, pickled radish, pickled jalapenos. A lot of pickles in here because this is some rich, juicy meat. You taste so much of the fire in each single bite because the smoke from the charcoal all just infused into the ground beef. The thing is tender, it's so juicy. Take a bite of the ground beef. Chase it with some jalapenos. Every bite it's just bursting with juice and flavor. There's so many different spices on this ground beef. And look at the bottom of this tray. That's all the juice from the ground beef and the roasted vegetables soaking into the bread on the bottom. It's so nice having all these different kind of pickles here for a nice balance of flavor. Let me grab some of this bread that's been soaking in this beef juice on the bottom here. Wow, 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 wow. That is pure flavor concentrate right down there. All the times I've been in LA, never knew about this place. By the way, this meal, this box is about $20. There's so much food in here. Eat this, you will not go hungry the rest of the day. This might be my last meal today, actually. There's so much in here. If you live in Los Angeles, you gotta come here and try this. What an amazing find. Totally forgot about my drink, lychee soda. Lightly sweet, pretty good. Like I said, this is just a quick stopover here in Los Angeles. My flight is in a couple hours. I was finally able to go to NIKU X. I was finally able to come here. I've been wanting to come here for such a long time. In NIKU X, there's a time limit, so I was trying to get out of there. It's a good place. It definitely wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. Wagyu's obviously great. I think their sashimi is phenomenal. And all the cooked dishes I love. But the lobster was really powdery. The jumbo shrimp, super dry and tough. So if you go, I recommend focusing on the sashimi and the steaks. I was finally able to try Tigawok, and then this place is absolutely outstanding. All right, gotta eat and head to the airport. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.